Hi guys, it's Ruthie. I'm getting ready to make dinner, and tonight's dinner is chicken noodle bake. And these are the ingredients that I'm using to make this recipe. You will need some chicken broth, some egg noodle, some minced onion, cream of chicken soup, breadcrumbs, cooked chicken, some cheese, and some butter and mayo. So first thing I'm going to do, in a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to start mixing in all my ingredients. So I'm going to put in the cream of chicken soup, and then I'm going to put in the mayonnaise. And you're going to want to give all these ingredients a very good mix to make sure that way when we finish adding the ingredients that everything is coated nicely. I will leave the full recipe down below in the description box, as well on my website, ruthiecancook.com. So you can check out my website as well. So I put in the minced onions, and you can use fresh if you like. I'm using minced because I didn't want the potency of the fresh onion. I like onions, but I didn't want it to be a strong onion flavor in this bake. So now I'm going to add in the chicken broth, and I'm going to give this a good mix. Now at this point, if you want, you can taste it and see if you want to add salt and pepper. I did not add salt and pepper only because the ingredients have enough salt for us, and we just left out the salt. But you can add it if you prefer. So next I'm going to do is add in my cooked chicken, and I'm going to give this another good mix. The only thing I did with the chicken was I threw it in the crock pot with a little bit of water. You can use broth, season it up with some garlic and onion powder, and let it cook on high for 2 to 3 hours, and then shredded it. Real easy prepping work. So just make sure everything is well mixed, and then we're going to add in the noodles next. And you want to make sure when you're adding the noodles that you're coating all the noodles. So give it a good stir a couple of times, because you do want the noodles all to be coated. So that way every noodle has a bit of this wonderful sauce on it. And for the noodles, I only use a half a pack of egg noodles. I didn't need to use a full pack this time. It was only 4 of us eating, so half a pack or half a bag of the egg noodles was perfect enough. And it made an 8x8 casserole dish, so it was perfect for the family. Didn't have any leftovers, which is fine. I wasn't looking for leftovers from this dish. But if you, by all means, you can add in the full bag and double the recipe up and make a full casserole. If you're feeding 4 plus more people, make sure to give the noodles a good mix in with the sauce and coat everything nicely, so that way the flavor is throughout. Super easy recipe, great for after work. This is what I was doing after work, so it is very easy. So in a 8x8 baking dish, I didn't spray the pan because I didn't think it was going to stick with these ingredients. I didn't think it was going to stick. But if you want to, you can spray the pan if you think yours will stick. Mine did not stick, by the way, so I didn't need to spray it. So at this point, just make sure everything's in the dish, even it out as best as possible, and then we are going to add in the remaining ingredients. You can at that point too, if you wanted to put some cheese on top of it if you want as well, but I'm doing a breadcrumb crust on top, which came out wonderful. So just to make the breadcrumb mixture, as you see me doing right here, I melted the butter in the microwave for maybe 10 to 20 seconds, just enough for it to melt it. And then I mixed in the breadcrumbs, and it gives it a nice crusty topping for this casserole, and it was perfect. And I'm using panko bread, or you can use breadcrumbs. I think I'm using panko in this. So I am adding some cheese, and you can put any amount of cheese you want, or any type of cheese you want. I'm using what I had on hand, which was the mild cheddar. But feel free to make it your own. That's what we do with recipes. We see something and we should make it our own. So I'm adding in adding the breadcrumbs now on top, or the panko crumbs on top, so I can have that nice crust on top of the bake. Super easy. Like I said, this is a really easy recipe. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try and let me know if you liked it, or if you made any changes to it. So this baked in the oven for about 20-25 minutes because everything was cooked. You're just trying to heat everything through. And this is what it looked like coming out. It smells wonderful and it tasted great. For us, we served this with some corn because that was the choice of vegetable for the night for the family. So it's with some corn, but this was an amazing dish. I hope you give this a try. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you do try the video, leave comments down below. Let me know if you tried, how you tried it, and if you changed it. I will talk to you in the next one.